Yeah, I just want to ask, based upon what you guys seen in the game so far, do you think you were represented well, the way they rendered all the models and everything? Do you think? Oh, sorry. Do you think you were rendered well? Do you think you'll look good in video game form based on what you've seen so far?
I actually haven't seen myself yet, so I think after the Q&A I'll go maybe play myself a little bit.
I think I look pretty hot. I'm stoked about it. It's definitely better than I look in real life, so I'm happy.
I'm not going to beat that answer.
I haven't had a chance to see myself in the game yet either.
I saw myself, was very surprised, looked like my twin brother.
So I have a question. Mapping the way you fight in the game to controllers, and now the big thing is Project Natal and all this motion sensing garbage. Do you feel like in the future, hey man, it'd be so much cooler if there was a camera pointing at me and I'm doing the moves, or is it just easy for someone to just game on the controller? What do you guys feel like, if you guys are gamers, would be the evolution of gaming a UFC 2010?
That's for you, man. That's a loaded question.
Yeah, right?
Loaded question.
I would have to say that it's easier in real life, because in controller, whenever you hit a move, you can't feel the reaction of the person. You know what I mean? And the other guy, you don't know what he's doing to counter it. But in real life, you can feel it, and you can possibly hit another transition to another move. So, with that being said, I think it's easier in real life.
So if there was like an expert mode where there was a camera pointing at you and it recorded what I just did in there, would that be kind of fun for you guys, or totally stupid?
I don't know what you did in there.
Like the whole fighting thing, like the whole 1, 2, 3, 4. Like if a camera captured that, would that be ridiculous?
No, I don't.
If I did it, it would be ridiculous.
No, you know, maybe because you haven't done it enough. You know, once you throw the 1, 2, 3, 4 in your case, thousands of times, you won't feel stupid doing it. You know what I mean?
Doing it in front of a camera for a game probably might be kind of dumb.
No, it'd be fun.
Okay, cool.
Nah, I don't think so. When I play video games, I don't want to be moving around that much. I'm not much of a fan of the Wii, I gotta be honest with you. When I sit there, I mean, I played Zelda on that and that's about it, and it's been sitting in a box. When I sit on my butt and I play a video game, this is about the most energy I want to use. And I think that actually they've captured the ability to move around and do the video games quite well. The fact that the camera zooms in on the submission as it's being accomplished lets you know what's going on. And then the fact that I can counterclock the joystick, the D-stick in the other direction to actually switch a move, and then my opponent has to switch it back the other way to counter back the other way. I think it makes it pretty realistic as far as what submissions are going on. And at the same time, I'm sitting down, not jumping up doing, because I got to be honest with you, we're at practice all day long. The last thing I want to do is jump around in front of a camera.
That's true. Thanks, guys.
So how many of you have actually gotten a chance to play the game yet? One?
This is going to suck.
What about the first game? Did you get a chance to play the first game?
Yeah.
Okay. How did you like playing the first game? Was it exciting for you to be able to go, oh yeah, I remember doing that to so-and-so and all that kind of stuff? Was it a pretty fun experience, or?
The only thing with the first game, it's the striking seemed a little bit slow. Like, you know, you'd hit buttons and you try to be, you know, throwing quick combos, and you know, it wasn't. I didn't feel like it was as responsive, but you know, maybe the new game is, you know, better.
Definitely.
I just wanted to ask, how important do you guys think the UFC video game is to MMA and to fighting video games around the world, the globe, the universe, if you will?
I think it's huge as far as getting to another media to step in and convey to, especially to the youth. I think that the first step was, you know, the Spike TV show really was an explosion into the, you know, to the mainstream for us in the UFC. But I think that still brought mostly the, you know, 18 to 34 type, you know, demographic as far as who was watching. I think that I think all of us can attest to the fact now that, you know, we're signing a lot more autographs for children. Whenever I'm doing autograph signings now, there's a ton of youth that are up there with their parents sitting there watching, sending the kids up there to sign, to get autographs. I think that it's more acceptable in our culture now because of that. So I think it's great. You know, at the same time, if people are playing the video games and doing MMA, I think that it alerts them to go ahead and maybe find a gym down, you know, in the neighborhood and start up martial arts. It's just another facet to get them interested. It's the equivalent of us watching kung fu movies back in the day.
Yeah, I know firsthand. My gym back home in Canada, there's all the little guys, all the, you know, 10-year-old kids and stuff like that come in the gym are always want to know about the video game and, you know, secrets on the video game and anything they can know about the video game. So, you know, whatever gets the kids started in the sport young, I think it's great.
I think it also will probably make the average fan more knowledgeable. You know, a lot of people, they watch it, they see two guys fighting or two guys rolling around on the ground. They're not necessarily, real up on, you know, all the techniques and all the moves. But, you know, the game will probably, give people a little bit more information. You know, they'll know what arm bars are, you know, whatever.
After a match is concluded, does the thought process ever come into you about the fight of the night, submission of the night, knockout of the night? You're watching other matches, hoping that that bonus is awarded to you, like, oh, hoping we also can knock somebody out so I get that $60,000 bonus?
Yes. Yes.
We were talking to Johnny earlier, and he said that a lot of times after training, he doesn't like to go home and play this actual game because he doesn't want to fight after fighting all day. But do any of you guys, after maybe like a loss or a particularly tough day training, go in and take out your frustrations in the game?
Well, it's a good way to get your mind off of training. You know, you train intense all day, and that's all you think about. You think about your fight. You know, there's a lot of pressure, but you know, going in and zoning out in video games sometimes is definitely therapeutic, I think.
Kind of on that same note, have any of you who have played the first game or the second game ever gone back and played as yourself against somebody that you may have beaten or lost against, kind of like replay it in your mind, or played somebody who like somebody you've never fought yet that you want to see, like, hey, I wonder how the game would match us up?
Not by choice, but every time, like, somebody makes me do that. It's like, all right, I'm gonna be Quinn Jackson before. I'll be Rashad before. It's like, all right, yeah, thanks, that's original. So under much duress, yes.
So for all you guys, why should we pick your character in the game to play?
I'm not in it.
I'm clearly the most attractive.
Why should you pick my character? I don't know, my character's not like the best. Actually, like last year's game, my character was pretty good. I don't know about this year's game. I would just pick the best character.
Yeah, I would just go off of whichever stats were highest. I'm kind of...
You're playing to win.
Yeah. I don't have any loyalty to anything like that. I would just go whoever can allow me to win.
Maybe I do cool moves in this one. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't played the game. Maybe we got some cool kung fu stuff or something. I don't know.
I got a pretty good moves, you know. You should pick me. I'm in good shape. I gotta try to sell myself here.